Welcome everybody, man. Welcome to another edition of Insomnia Week 15 Pick'ems. We got a special guest in the building, and before we get to the special guest and our picks for this week, we gotta get through this first.
New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
Get ready to dive into a new world of online shopping with the Fins Tailgate. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for the latest fashion trends, we've got you covered. With a wide variety of products from your favorite sports teams to stylish accessories and home decor, we're your one-stop shop for all things tailgate. Our easy-to-use website and hassle-free checkout process make shopping with us a breeze. Plus, with frequent sales and discounts, you won't want to shop anywhere else. So come on in and join the party at the Fins Tailgate, your new go-to destination for all things tailgate.
So we got the 8-5 taking on the 3-10 Patriots.
Patriots.
I have already got my answer for this game. I'll save it for last. So who wants to go first?
I will. Kansas City Chiefs.
Go. Okay. I concur. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. They bounced back after a 2-game losing streak.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think after what happened to Kansas City at home with Mahomes that they're going to go ahead and lose to a Patriots team. But there's a side of me that's going on the conspiracy theory that someone said up here earlier about Belichick ensuring that they don't tank. But I don't know, even he gives his 1,000% that you get a Patrick Mahomes that was swearing like a sailor to go in New England and choke. Now, that would be a shocker. I'm going with the Chiefs.
All right. I guess I'm going to be the lone wolf. Because at the end of the day, there's two things. It's playing in New England. I think this is a middle finger to Kraft. And I think Bill Belichick is want to say, okay, you guys turn your back on me, and not to mention the referees. I think they're going to want to give Mahomes a wake up call. Okay, you want to curse us out? All right, we'll show you. And then you know the referees are going to make them. They're going to make Chiefs Patrick Mahomes humble himself in this game. He ain't gonna get the calls. He's gonna be like, okay, you want to be a bitch? I'm gonna give you something to bitch about. I'll never forget this one NBA referee. I forgot who the player was in the NBA. If you guys know who it is, let me know. He bumped into a referee, whatever, and after that, every chance they got, they were calling fouls on him. You know what I mean? And then so
Dick Bavetta.
No, I forgot who it was, but yeah, and he knew it that they were targeting him. So I think the referees are going to try to make an example out of Patrick Mahomes. Like, hey, listen, don't fuck with us.
Are you talking about Dennis Rodman when Dennis Rodman bumped the ref?
No, it wasn't Dennis Rodman. I forgot who it was. Damn it, man. But it's crazy.
The player bumped to the ref. I know a lot of them
it'll come
Wallace.
to me. It'll come to me.
Oh, that could be Rashid. That sound about right.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, but she tend to get aggressive with the officials.
It'll come to me. I promise you, it'll come to me. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going with the Patriots here.
Man,
that's a shocker pick. Woo.
That's my upset special of the week.
You got to put some money on that one too. You win a lot. You might be able to pay off the mortgage with that bet. I don't know what the odds is, but man, you stand to win some money though, Shake. Got to call your bookie up.
All right, this is a game that doesn't really need to be talked about that much.
Cardinals. Whew.
Didn't they lose to the 49ers? Lose to them already?
No, you're thinking of the Cowboys.
Let's see. Cowboys did. That's who lost on their name.
Okay. Well, they got those.
Yeah,
it was
the
thought they got
Cowboys.
one on the Cardinals. On the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
So who are the 49ers' 3 losses?
Vikings.
3 wins, you mean? Oh yeah, Vikings. The Browns.
The Browns. And there was another one that was it the Saints? Because it was all back to back. Yeah. Or was it another division game? It could have been I don't think it was the Cardinals, was it? I know it was all together. It was in the same week. Yeah. Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I thought it could have been a division game. Because I know now, did they play the Steelers? No, it wasn't the Steelers. It's the NFC. They lost the NFC team, AFC team. Damn, who was that third team?
I keep telling you, I think it was the Cardinals because one of my friends is a 49ers fan, and it was one loss that was they were just dragging them, and it wasn't the Cowboys, it was somebody else. But go on with the festivities here. I don't know. I may do a shake here and pick the underdog, the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
You're upset special.
I'm liable to do that upset special. I
don't know why. I got this feeling it. We may have an upset on our hands. You know what?
Interesting.
I'm going with the Cardinals.
They trying to steal my upset thunder. Oh my God. I was trying to wait for a good game. They took my thunder for my upset special of the week or the season.
Well, hopefully they hit like lightning.
I know, because what's his name? I think Rondale Moore is back, right? Is Rondale Moore back, Shake?
Rondale Moore? I'm not sure. I'm gonna look at the ESPN here. Who is Rondale Moore?
Murray, the wide receiver, because he got hurt. I thought he came back. Because that's when they beat the Steelers and they was throwing it all over the place. I thought he was back. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's what's his name? Zach Ertz before they traded him or cut him.
Yeah, I don't see any Rondale Moore. The questionable is there's no Rondale Moore on here. So
okay,
on the injury
list.
All
right, I'm gonna still stay upset special now. I'm gonna go Cardinals.
Lewis, you're gonna go Cardinals too?
We're gonna make it a sweep. Everybody's going Cardinals.
Hell no, Shake. Give me the 49ers.
It was the Vikings. It was the Vikings.
Lewis trying to come back. No, we said that Vikings, Browns, and who's the other one? Who's the other team? Because the Browns beat them.
The Bengals. I think it was the Bengals.
Bengals?
Yeah, it was the Bengals. It was the Bengals.
You know what? It was the Bengals. Yeah, the Bengals did beat them. Right. Yep. The Bengals. Joey B. Yeah, lit them up. That's right. It was the Bengals.
You know what? Your Bulls are giving my Heat the business right now. I don't know what's going on here.
He's a Utah Jazz fan.
Wait a minute, the Mormons?
I'm gonna say that's blasphemy.
Yeah, the Mormons.
Yeah, the Mormons.
How did that happen? Okay.
There's no more Mormons in Salt Lake. It's all black folk out there, at least on the basketball team.
I just want to say for the record, Crypto before the season told me, Nene, that Victor Wembanyama was going to have a crossover like Allen Iverson.
You sure that weren't
Yep.
EMs?
Nah. So
No,
crypto's basketball
I put that on the
credibility
record.
is credibility for basketball has went out the window when I heard that blasphemy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Listen, we all know that the man is crossing people over left and right now. It's just, listen, he ain't reached his peak yet. You gonna see it, Lewis. You'll see it. Victor
Okay, we
Williams
have
need
4-9 Commandos taking on the 6 and 7 Rams.
Oh, this is a
Oh
nasty game
shit!
here. Jeez.
Damn, the Commanders Rams. I'm going Rams. Shake money. I'm gonna go Rams in this one. They mad. They lost that game to the Ravens. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go Rams. Commanders are somewhat checked out. I don't know if they want Ron Rivera fired or what. I don't know. I think they're kind of checked out.
The games after this is gonna get better. So this is the last
They kind of
bad
checked
game.
out. Right.
I gotta go with the Rams, even though they were trash for losing that game, and I was cheering for them. Like Tyra Banks, we were rooting for you, and they gave up at the end. What a tough way to lose
Yeah,
a
it
game.
was.
I'm going Rams.
Me
They'll
too.
bounce back. They'll get to the 7 wins.
Are you gonna make it a sweep, or are you going to
Nah,
the road team?
Nah, I'm gonna go Rams as well.
Road Warriors.
Okay.
You're not going with your Road Warriors?
Now, this brings us up. We have the Dubby Energy Game of the Week. We have the Chef Juice Special. We have the TFTG Patreon Game of the Week, which we know is every Dolphin game. But do you know what the other specialty game is, Lewis?
Yes.
You know what it is?
Bills and Cowboys.
No. What's the game? The special game. It's every game. All the good games have a special. Is named after a special. There's a specialty. Like I told you, the Chef Juice Special, the W Game of the game of the week. We had at one time the Backroom Masterpiece, but we no longer affiliate with them. And then we have the TFTG Patreon Game of the Week. Do you remember what the next guest, the last specialty game? I'm asking you for a specific reason.
Lou seemed like he's tired. Like, yeah, whatever. Buffalo and Cowboys. No.
Not the Cowboys.
I'll tell you what it is.
Eagles and freaking
the cooking
Seahawks.
folk. I didn't know you were talking to me, Shake. That is right. We had the cooking folk. You are right, Shake. My fault.
Of course.
We
have the cooking folk game of the week. I named it after my one of my best co-hosts. See?
You already know.
If you click on the link, if you click on the link, man, and you could be like Lewis.
EM said he don't know who that is. EM said he doesn't know who that is. He just sent me a text message.
This
he said he don't know who that is.
You know who that is?
Yeah, there she is.
Look
EM said he don't know who that. That
look at Nene with that cooking folk apron on. Look at that.
Yeah, I still got it hanging up right here in the house.
That's what's up. So, with that being said, the cooking folk game of the week is the 10-3 Cowboys taking on the 7-6. Oh, I love this. The 7-6. I'm gonna say it one more time. The 7-6 Bills. Go ahead, Nene, being that you're a big Cowboys fan.
Oh my God. This by far is one of the hardest games for me to even consider because I want them both to rest in piss. You heard me, Crypto? I want them to rest in piss. I hope they die in the tie. Because the Cowboys fans that's from Miami are obnoxious. But the Bills fan base is, oh my God. Put my Dolphin hat on. Can't believe I'm saying this, but I gotta pick the Cowboys because we need to keep the Bills in a humble place. for another week. I would deal with them. How about them Cowboys? Because we get them the next week or so, or no, we get them. Yeah, we get them soon, and we'll dog walk them in South Florida. But God, and this is a recorded place too. The Cowboys. I mean, this hurts me. I hate the Cowboys. I really do. But the Dolphins come first. I need the Bills.
And you know what's funny is my best friend Joe. When I heard you talk about the teams you hate, I'm like, damn man, you and my homie will never get along then, because he's a Cowboy, FSU, and Central. I mean, not Central,
Northwestern. I remember I talked to that guy.
Northwestern.
Remember we had a brief conversation.
But I knew him before. We knew each other before sports, so you know what I mean.
Yeah,
we came together in the sandbox. So,
gee whiz. Cowboys.
Ever since grade school, huh?
Oh yeah. I know him. Man. I'm 45 years old. I known him since I was 11. So that should tell you, it was a while. It's been a minute.
Man, this. Man, this is gonna come back to bite me in the ass, because I know once this episode plays, they are going to be on my ass. But I'm gonna be honest, like I told you guys earlier, the truth will set you free, Shake. I got Buffalo beating Dallas this week. Hey. I think at home, again, they're playing for their plows. I think Buffalo puts a little scare in everybody. I think we are the ones week 18 to kill the dream of them getting into the playoffs. But that's week 18. I think week 15, the Buffalo Bills beat the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday.
You know, somebody clipped that already.
Hey, Nana, I know it's gonna be. Someone's gonna have that clip. They're gonna come and get me. But listen, I can't lie.
I know, but well, Lewis, I'm gonna have to join you on that clip, because I'm thinking we will have to be the ones that drive that nail in the coffin of Buffalo. I just don't think Dallas is capable of doing it. And that scenario, going on the road in Buffalo, where it'd be 20 degrees and maybe some flurries. And this is when Gabe Davis gets right, and what's his name gets right, Diggs, and then they find a little bit of a pep in their step, and they run away with this one.
Well, and you know the only reason I say that, Crypto, and it's real quick, it's because Dallas kind of reminds me of what happens to Miami, right? They're running off victories, they're looking good, they're blah, blah, blah. And then at the very moment where everybody starts giving them credit, right? Like everybody starts saying Dak is now the leading in MVP. The team is going to, this team is for real. It always just seems to come back and bite Miami in the ass. And I think Dallas is the same fucking way. That's why I think, all the praise now is all them. They're the new darlings of the NFL. And I think Sunday is kind of a humbling experience for them going into Buffalo. So
right. That's the way I look at it. They're looking like the NFC version of how we've been treated. I think they're going up into Orchard Park, and then that's where they'll. And ironically, it'll be against Buffalo. The team that humbled us. Buffalo be the team to humble them.
But I'm going to say the Cowboys are going to win. And I'm not saying this because I despise Buffalo, because I picked Buffalo last week. I'm going with Cowboys.
Did you wash up? Did you use a different soap? Did you use your soap, your special soap?
Yeah.
After that game,
I just went to the sheriff's office and told me to delouse me. That's all I did.
Had to go take a special shower after that Buffalo.
Yeah, no, but hey, listen, I think Buffalo is going to win. I'd pick them to win. I don't let my feelings decide on that. So, So I'm going with the Cowboys. So
Man, Shake got the Cowgirls.
oh yeah.
Damn. The Jills against the girls.
It's like I
Damn.
said, I just wish that it would come out in a tie and they both rest in piss. I hate both
Mm-hmm.
teams
Both at the time.
evenly.
But no, no, oh no. I was gonna say something about that, Nene. Actually, that hurts us if it comes out in a tie. Because they'll
All
have
right.
one less win and one less loss, and they'll have a percentage gain over us. Even if we beat them in the last week of the season, let's say we're 10-5-1, and we're just at 10 wins, they get it, or 11 wins because they get it over the percentage. I think a tie end up hurting us if we got the same amount of wins. Let's say if we both got
Mm-hmm.
10 wins
Yeah,
or
yeah.
11 wins, that tie gives them. You see what I'm saying? Because it's one less loss. That means we
Mm-hmm.
can't even tie them no more, even if we beat them. So a tie will hurt us.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so we that means we got to get 11 wins because they can't get 11 wins.
Right. Exactly. We will have to get that 11th win. But if we don't get 11 wins, let's say we end up with both 10 wins and they get a tie in there, they'll be 10-6-1 and we'll be 10-7. Even though we got the same
That's
amount of
how
wins, they win the
that's how the
tiebreaker
Steelers
because
made the
they
playoffs
got
one
less
year.
losses.
So
Right. Because of that tie
right
they had
now,
in the regular season. Hell, that's how the
with that being
Commanders
said,
made it last year, a couple of years ago, with a tie.
so now we got
Yeah,
the
we don't
Chef
want them
Juice
tying.
special.
Do that.
Let's go with the Chef Jew special here. You know, Chef. Everybody knows who Chef Jew is. You don't know? It's this man, young man right here. Where is he?
Fabulous
Chef Jew.
cupcakes. If you ain't
You
tasted his
need
cupcakes, Nene, you might want to try it.
Yeah, I heard. I talk. He's on my socials. I think he's a very respectable gentleman, a gentleman and a scholar.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Chef Jew. Hey, being that it's the holiday season and you need a chef to cater your holiday party or event with mouthwatering cupcakes and cookies, and you know, hit up Chef Jew. Look at this. The work speaks for itself. Everything here I'm showing you is made by scratch, from scratch. Look at that. Cinnamon
Oh,
buns.
go back to that Oreo cookie cake.
This one right here.
Yep,
Yeah.
the Oreo cookie cake. That's the bomb right there.
And
Get a
I've tried
nice
his cupcakes.
glass of milk with
Uh,
that.
Delicious, man.
Almond milk.
So, with that being said, the Chef Juice special is the 10-3 Ravens are going to Florida to take on the
Ooh.
8-5 Jaguars. I think the Jaguars have something to play for, especially now that their division is kind of turning up a little bit. I think this is the week where damn Lewis dropped out. Where I'll get his picks if he doesn't come back. This is the week where
You're
this is
gonna
the
like
week
my
where
take on this one. It's a twist.
Gets to come back. So
Mm-hmm.
with that being said, go ahead. I got the Jaguars. You?
Is my twist on this. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna say the Ravens win, but they're gonna say, "Well, crypto, don't you want the Ravens to lose?" In theory, yes, only because we play them. I don't have to need them to win because we could just beat them and then take care of that ourselves. This is how we eliminate the competition all with two birds with one brick. Meaning, if the Ravens win, they give that sixth loss to the Jaguars, and it's now a two-team race between us. If the Jaguars were to win, it's still a five-team race because the Ravens only got four losses. Jaguars will end up with five. We still got four. That's three teams right there with just right in within one game of each other. We want to eliminate the competition as much as possible the further go down. So in theory, we should be rooting for the Ravens so we can eliminate them and make it a 2 to 3 team race for the top seed versus a jumbled mess with a bunch of teams for the top seed. So that's how we we eliminate as many teams down the stretch as possible. So we kind of want the Ravens to win to eliminate and put more losses on the Jaguars and those teams with 5 losses and 6 losses, and so it won't be. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, even though I think the Ravens will still beat the Jaguars and get revenge from last year debacle in the fourth quarter, 10-point, you know, blown fourth quarter leads. Matter of fact, all of their losses this year came to blown fourth quarter leads, so kind of like last year. So, um, yeah, I say they get another win against another winning team, giving them the 11th win over a team with winning records all in one season. So that will be the Ravens getting to 11. We will be still within one striking distance. All we have to do is beat them to capture the top seed, and it's just a 2-team race from there. So that's how I got the Ravens winning this
What's
one.
the health status of QB1 for Jacksonville? Good old
Day to day.
Day to day.
Last time it was day to day, even though he played, yeah,
And
because
this
he was able
game's at
to
home.
play. Yeah, it was day to day. Yeah, it's a home game for them, and it's day to day for him. Which he has never missed a start. I don't think that almost was a missed start for him. So he still got the most consecutive starts out of that, class, like
I
40 some
just
games in a row or something
I
like that.
I just think the Ravens away is a different team than at home. Kind of similar to what people said about us before that debacle against Tennessee. I got the Jaguars here. I know I get all of the implications that you said, Crypto, but I think, if you still take care of business and you beat them at the end of the year, you still get the number one seed. And for me, I'll be honest, I'm not so pressed for that number one seed. Many people have said it in spaces, and I agree. We don't look good
No, because we
after
give
a
the Bills
bye.
a chance to play spoiler though.
Yeah, I just think the
They could spoil
Ravens,
it by beating us, and then the Jaguars went out. The Jaguars will be the number one seed.
and that's why I'm glad you said that. This is predicated on my
We don't want the Bills
hot
to play
take.
spoiler, is what I'm saying. I'm trying to eliminate
What
all
I'm saying
spoiler
is, I don't think
possibilities.
the Bills are going to be a problem for us. I think if any game out
I
of
think
these
they
next
will.
four, I think the Dolphins, because I think that embarrassing loss against Tennessee would definitely keep them focused, at least for that Buffalo Bills game. I still got questions at away with the Ravens, but I'm going with the Jaguars. I'm going with Florida. I think I don't know what the weather's gonna be like in terms of that particular game, because I know Miami is getting hammered with rain. I talked to my daddy. He said it's been raining all day in Miami, but I don't know what's going on in Jacksonville. But I just think the Ravens is not the best team on the road, and I think if the quarterback wasn't playing, if Sunshine wasn't playing, I probably would go Ravens. But I think Travis Etienne. I think I like a lot of the guys on the Ravens defense too. So yeah, and I think they could get Lamar to make some mistakes. So I'm going Jacksonville. I'm going with the underdog here, Jacksonville.
You're going an upset. Okay, no revenge for the Ravens. Okay,
Nah.
no revenge. Okay, John Harbaugh will be real upset. We can't get this one back.
And John Harbaugh, he
That's
has
interesting. So shake.
he might be he might be coming back to the NBA too. And by the way, I'm glad that now that we're speaking of which,
Jim, you said John or Jim?
Jim, Jim,
You mean
Jim,
Jim
Jim.
Harbaugh?
Now,
Okay. Yeah, he's ready to come back because Michigan he didn't
what
resign.
was the reason why people why the Dolphins said they were going to hire Jim Harbaugh? The Michigan connection, right? Remember that?
Yeah, because he was.
Yeah. Ross, good old
But he
Ross.
cares more about
Yeah.
Michigan than he does Miami.
Yeah, Michigan. But I'm saying though that was the reason why they said Jim was going to come to Miami. Well, guess what? Guess who has a Michigan connection now? Vegas with Tom Brady, being that he's kind of like a little owner. He has ownership stakes in there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
He could be a possible target, which I think will be a big mistake because I like this head coach. But hey, he might be they have the Michigan connection in Vegas with Brady. He might lure him
Brady
there to
because it was Brady that came after Harbaugh as far as in the Michigan quarterbacks. He was one of the quarterbacks that followed Harbaugh. Brady was deep in the on the bench at that time. Well, before Harbaugh, left. Way after Harbaugh left, though. Well, they had Hanson. What was that other guy? Shake Hanson.
Mm-hmm.
I forget his name.
By the way,
He was
Lewis
supposed to be real
says he's
good.
picking. He's saying they're gonna end in a tie. So we're putting
Got a tie. Okay.
That good old rest and piss tie, huh?
Right.
I'll ask him later for his.
Oh man.
I'm sure he looked like he probably has to wake up early in the morning. So. And of course, me, I save the best game.
Now the only way the Ravens winning backfires against us if we slip up against the Jets. Then it really backfires. Then it's over at that point. There's no coming back even if we beat them. So yeah, that's the only way it backfires if we don't take care of our business. It's gonna be interesting down the stretch. December football, is this what we asked for?
But yeah, that's why I had a difference of opinion.
Unlike the Gators.
Like everybody was just giving us, the championship. I said there's too many teams that are within a couple of games. Like this could go either way now. You still gotta go out there and win each game, week by week.
Each game. Right. I pointed out, and you remember the show when I said it feels like deja vu when the 1 seed was only separated by 2 games in a loss column from the 9th seed. Basically, the loss column was only separating the number 1 seed from the 7th, 8th, and 9th seed, which was ridiculous. And then it got to like 3 games, and then it went back down to 2 after this week, where the Ravens is number 3, right? They got 3 losses. I mean, number 1, 3 losses, and the Buffalo Bills are 11th, right? But they got only 6. It's only a 3-game separation. So technically, the Ravens go on a 3-game losing streak. The Bills go on the 3-game winning streak. What does that leave the standings now? Yeah, both teams was both 6 losses. So it's still tight. You think about it. So it's only 3 games in the loss column separating the 1 seed from the 11th seed. You can easily slide out of the playoffs entirely just by going on a 3-game slide. So that's what makes it interesting. Important football.
Yeah, but Shake, who you got
unlike
for
the
this
Gators.
I got the Jacks.
You got Jags, okay.
He got the Jags and jagging. The Jags
was
jagging.
Talking gibberish. What were you saying, Crypto?
I was just saying, unlike the freaking Gators, the Gators have nothing to play for in December. So
because nobody plays in December.
The Dolphins have something to play for.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, go Rutgers.
Well, yeah. Even if it was meaningful games, Shake, we all know that the Gators will be sitting there with their remote control well in hand, flipping through the channels, watching highlights of the Canes. We know this.
And then of course, the Canes are going to be ticket ushers for the FSU game in the Orange Bowl.
He said they're gonna be ushers.
Hold on, why we catching strays?
Hey, because of crypto. That's why.
Like, I'm sitting here trying to check my final grades, which I got an A in. Thank God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
My anxiety was building. It was coming close there because in Blackboard it'll calculate one thing, but the teacher still got to do the weighted portion. So when he did the weighted, I had a 92.5, which is still an A. So straight A's this semester. So
this semester straight A's. Okay.
Straight A's.
That's nothing new.
That's good.
Me and Crypto, we dog each other's teams any chance we get. So
Right. It's nothing but love, Shake Money. We'll I've always expanded the bandwagon for the Canes for Shake Money. It's always an olive branch out there.
me, no, that's so good.
We gotta have that. We gotta have an olive branch for the.
If I had to root for a Miami team, I'd root for FIU.
FIU, damn. FIU, damn.
FIU, yeah, I'd be an FIU fan. Go Panthers.
I don't know.
Hey, we gotta move right along to this because it's starting to rub me the wrong way. These cane strays that we throwing. Let's stay on par.
Yeah, let's stay on par.
It's all right, Nene. It's all good, Nene.
Yeah.
We still accept Shake Money. We still accept them.
I accept you. not on Saturdays.
Ravens,
but anyway,
so you got the Ravens Shake Money?
Yes,
Quote
sir.
the Raven nevermore.
No, I got the Jags. Of course, I got the Jags.
Okay.
The Florida
quote
team.
the Raven. Quote the Raven nevermore. I'm gonna go with Edgar Allan Poe on this one. I'm gonna quote the Raven nevermore. That's my pick. Quote the Raven nevermore. It's a bunch of ravens in here where I live, obviously, because of this the regional bird, but they be out, boy. I tell you, they be out. They don't bother you, even though they scavengers. I'll just be waiting for them to attack. Yeah. You know how you grew up watching the movie The Birds, and those were ravens and crows that became attack birds and attacking people. Those were the birds, and you just sitting there real apprehensive, waiting for something to go wrong, waiting for them to all gather and start attacking you. Especially when you see them hundreds of them perched up on the tree or top of people's houses or cars or wherever they gathering at. You're like, these some bitches about to plot to attack me. You just know it's coming, but it never comes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, somebody pointed out to me, you know how nasty vultures are? That even vultures won't eat other vultures.
Damn. They said that? They won't. Well, so they're not what do you call it? Cannibals.
Cannibalists.
Yeah. Right, they're not cannibals. They even a dying vulture, they won't eat them. Yeah.
So let's talk about the
game of the week.
Patreon, TFTG Patreon. Remember to join the TFTG Patreon, man. Help support the channel because we're on right now we're on the
and
outside.
And if you join, I'm giving a free batch of collard greens with apple cider vinegar and Himalayan salt and chopped onions and some cornbread.
I guess we all trying to keep everybody regular. Try to keep people regular, I guess, and not being full of crap with those apple cider greens.
If everybody want to go ahead and join the Patreon, you get a free batch from Crypto. There you go. And Nene, courtesy of Nene, I have Nene's signature on the bowl.
We need our some of our fan base to be regular because a lot of them are full of shit. So you know what I mean.
Well, just start serving that crap on the spaces, boy, because it is a lot of manure.
Yeah, that's true.
They're full of shit. Their eyes are brown.
Right. Jesus saves, I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
You can suck a golf ball through a water hose.
Oh man.
Especially when we get Pete and True Talk on there together, boy. It's just a crapola fest, boy. I don't even know where these boys come up with it. It got to be scripted.
What was it? Remember?
Yeah, it does seem scripted.
Tua ran a 4.2 in college.
He won the 4.2
or our good friend from the island Sharif.
Right.
Oh man, hey, listen, man. I don't know if you know this, but last night before we ended the stream, it was vintage Sharif with the Cesar Ruiz talk. Remember?
Yeah, he did. He brought it out. Yep.
We should have brought Cesar Ruiz
right.
and Tristan Wirfs.
Yeah, he was like, see, last night told us had we went with Rondell Moore, Christian Wirfs, and Cesar Ruiz, we would be much better situation.
Yeah, and but what happened to Sharif?
You do realize Waddle wouldn't be on this team
no more. After him and Tony got into it, he don't come on Twitter anymore. He like literally doesn't show.
Yeah, he didn't been on a couple of days. Yeah,
no, he was on with Tony yesterday.
No, because I came out with a little shady how y'all brought him up, but he don't come in Twitter Spaces at all, no more.
On Twitter.
See, that's the thing though about me.
He still stick around YouTube though.
That's the thing about me on YouTube, and crypto is a testament to this. I don't boot nobody off. As a matter of fact, I got into an argument with Jay. He kicked himself off. I'm like, hey, come back on, so I can curse you out some more, you fucker.
Yeah, he did. Right. That was funny though. That time you and Jay. That was funny.
Damn it, man! I wanted to curse him out so bad. He just left.
Like shake and throw him out. He just left. He just exited out.
I ain't throw him out. I just put him in the back because he wasn't letting nobody talk.
Right.
But
yeah, he wanted to kept calling EM and telling them EM's going to jail, and
he's
EM's
going to prison.
What happened to our EM ain't get locked up yet?
I don't know. Maybe he checked in early. He turned himself in early.
Texas.
I told him the Texas Rangers, you got an option to book yourself in and cut some of the time down. So he's probably wanted to shave some time down. And instead of getting 30 years, they probably gave him 18 because they turned himself in early.
He called the Texas Rangers like, listen, man, we're a baseball organization. We can't do nothing for you.
It was so funny because you could tell he was lying. He was like, I recorded you and turned it into the police. Can you imagine what them?
Yeah, he said, I got you, bub. He said, I got you, bud. Your IP address. He said, I got your IP address. I got you recorded. I got you in the space. I got you. I said, damn, your IP address? Like what? People got crazy VPNs and all this other stuff. I was like, what?
But can you imagine everything the police got to deal with if somebody come up there with a video from YouTube about the Miami Dolphins? Like, if you don't get out of
they were looking, what the hell is this? Right. They were like, what the hell is this?
The only I mean, that's Texas. He goes, the only crime I see is that he's a Dolphin fan.
Yeah, right.
He was so serious.
Right, exactly. That was saying. That was a blast.
Hey, Crypto, you was urging it on like, oh really? You got what? Oh, man.
Now I was just saying I was gonna put some money on his books. I was like, listen, I got you. I'm gonna put some money on your books so you can go to the commissary and get you some nice shoes. Walk around in. Stay comfortable. Put some money on your books.
Yeah,
oh man,
put that canteen.
That was hilarious. With that canteen, you go to the canteen, the commissary. You can live large in there. I want you to be the big man on the block in the cell block 4. Big man on cell block 4. Damn, Jay said he already had his book. He already had his sentence and everything.
And EM is with the law enforcement, right? Or he used to be, right?
He was. He worked for the department, the sheriff county. He worked for the county department, the sheriff department.
Fort Worth.
Yep. I was like, well, good luck with that endeavor, Jay. Somebody coming from, I thought he went to Cuba, right, for a little bit, and then he moved to Miami for a little bit, because he stayed in Cuba, he said, for a couple of months, Then I don't know if he was still in Cuba or he moved back. And then I'm like, well, damn. First of all, they're gonna say a Cuban, not a Canadian resident, goes to Cuba, complains about somebody in Texas. How does that work?
At the end of the day, you could attest. I love everybody, man. You know.
Yeah, I can
Right.
see that, Shake, because
Yeah.
they be begging and pleading. I'm sure, Shake, if you did like Stephen D and had like the, pay to mute people, you would make a lot of money with certain
Oh,
people.
we did. I did get. We did time out, but unfortunately,
Yeah.
we don't get after we got demonetized. You know.
Oh man.
You know.
Yeah.
But can't y'all
Yeah, I
do
can
it
see the
another way? Like
demonetization should be there.
if you can you do it another way? Like if they cash app, then you could.
Well, the only way we could do that is they got to cash El Capitan. So I don't have access to it. So the only person that will know will be El Capitan.
So he couldn't post that little QR code in the screen or nothing like that, or you know what I'm saying, like
but
Venmo
if El
or
Capitan is not
PayPal.
on the if El Capitan is not on the whatchamacallit, he can't tell
Oh, you can't
I
put
want to
an
know
icon with
unless he texts me, hey, you got to
That's
time
what I'm
this guy
saying.
out.
Yeah, the
I
QR
don't know.
code. Yeah.
Like Mark, there's a guy.
I'm
I don't know
saying
if he made an appearance. He made an appearance on the last show.
Yeah.
Mark, right?
Yeah,
He
I
used
was
to
on
get
there
timed out on a
yesterday when he
regular
showed
basis.
up.
Mark used to get timed out on the regular. And the funniest part is Mark will get timed out by a fellow Buffalo band by
Another
Michael
Buffalo
K.
Bill fan.
Michael K will be the one who
K,
timed him out.
Oh yeah, I watched that XL
Right.
when the guy was saying that you a liar. You ain't never served in the Navy. You came up here and said you on the Coast Guard, and Crypto was like, oh, do we have some? No, it was Lewis. Do we have some bill on bill crime here? Oh, that was a funny episode. Y'all have some funny episodes. Oh man.
He said you ain't serving in the Navy. Yeah, Michael K was like, you never served, did you, sir? What was we at? Like, oh God. There was bill on
But
bill.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the Patreon game, of course. And by the way, why you don't forget to pick up these shirts. They're fire. Do I have them here? Yeah, here. These Vice City.
I love that one.
Shirts.
You know, I'm a big Miami Vice fan, so I like.
No, Vice City is Grand Theft Auto.
Right.
This is a Grand Theft Auto.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you get these Vice City shirts, man.
Right, but what I'm saying is like they got the theme of the '80s music in Miami and all that stuff in the video game.
Yeah, because the video game Vice City was supposed to be took place in Miami, in Miami.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. You go in the steal a car, change the radio station. You got billboard, top 10 billboards playing. Yeah.
So I don't gotta ask Nene. She's taking the Jets.
Right.
Nah. This is a good one for Miami. Another opportunity to impose their will. If y'all catch my drift, I want this team to start imposing their will. That's why when we talked about the best all around game, I just want to see them dominate from start to finish. Especially to me, especially some of these veterans. What should be the message? If we dominate the game, it will help us with these injuries that we got. Okay, dominate so you can sit down your first stringers and well, maybe that's a Coach McDaniel message, but like don't play with your food to where we gotta overextend ourselves against clearly mediocre talent. We know that their defense is, has been scribed to be decent. So, but we're supposed to be better. So go out there and make it up to the home fans. And that's why I didn't like what, Tyreek Hill did with that tweet about, the Dolphins fans. Like, no disrespect, but you only year 2 in this. You got to know a little bit about
the Dolphins fan.
Yeah, it was like a pass.
I missed that one.
something about like don't let losses show who you are, Dolphin fans. Like I didn't like that at all. I
Yeah,
think
he definitely
you're
don't know
attacking
our
the wrong.
culture. He missed the boat on that one.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he
But
didn't
my whole
realize what happened in 2002, going from that season.
well, the whole thing is you supposed to be there, put the win the game, but give the fans what they paid for. They paying their good money, and from what I hear, they raising the prices of tickets and everything. So we don't need our
Hmm.
star player taking strays at the fan base. Okay, you lost. A lot of it was your own effort. So go out there, impose your will, and give the fans what they didn't get on Monday. A doggone W, and that way we can get the 10 wins. We could have another win in the infamous month of December, right? That's a big talking point with a lot of, especially the older school fans. Get to that
Hmm.
10 wins and then prepare for what's coming in next, which is really the hardest part of this schedule. The Dallas, Buffalo, and freaking um Baltimore game away. Close it right. You got the
Hmm.
opportunity. We were talking about it, Shake on the space. CB82 or CB83 was saying Mike McDaniel deals with adversity well. Well, it's time to prove it, my
Hmm.
boy. I'm sure they've been
Yeah,
on their
it's time to put
neck.
up and shut up.
Time to put up and shut up. Same thing for Tua. I don't know if y'all saw that play. Somebody sent me a video clip after
Of what? Which play? The
after
last drive?
they scored and Tua grabbed his helmet and they
Oh
were
yeah, he jumped up like he was excited to get back in the game. It
like
looked
he was
like he
getting
was
ready to
like,
do
okay, I
this
need to
thing.
get. Yeah, he's got to get ready and take it home and bring it. He seemed real energetic. Like, oh man, this is my time. I'm about to carry you boys to the finish line. Type anxiety.
Yeah,
The look in his eye there. It was like, yeah. I saw that. I saw that clip. I'm like, okay, all right, time to do it.
yeah,
And
but
no,
then
he
I
had that
saw
same look in the Green Bay game last year. Before the final interception though, but he didn't throw an interception on this drive. But it was the same kind of look he had when he got the ball with 1 minute to go in the Green Bay game last year, and that's when the interception happened. And then he had the same kind of look, excited. He was like happy, like okay, I'm going to make up for these two picks. I'm gonna wash it all away with this one drive, and then we can just get the victory. Yeah, he had that same look. I
now
remember.
I got a question for both of y'all. If
Yeah.
if let's say
Yeah.
we win the game, but it wasn't on the foam of him and he still looks like he's out there doing the last dance. Dirty
Yeah.
dancing, he out there doing the skit for dirty dancing with his happy feet. But we go
Right.
ahead and still win the game and we
Mhm.
get the 10 wins. Does that still give you questions about Tua in these moments? Because to me, one of the things I did give him credit for, he played
Mhm.
at Alabama. So he's used to more people that pack that stadium. Let's be honest. I'm not trying to disrespect our fan base, but
No doubt.
Alabama,
No.
when they play like Auburn and all of the bowl games, he used
Yeah.
to big crowds. So it's not
80K.
like
Yeah, he used to the big crowd. Yeah.
it's he came from Nutbush, Tennessee College. I would expect
Right.
him to know
Wyoming State. Yeah.
to go in there
Like
and
Josh
close.
Right.
Allen came from Wyoming.
He
Yeah,
did.
you're right. Yeah, Josh Allen came from Wyoming. Yep, by the way, yeah.
Would you do
A
you
small
think
crowd, small town.
do you think it'll
Oh
be
shit! Right now
outside of
the
the
score is. Hey, by the way, the score is 49-7
well, we
in
were
the
all
third
right in
quarter.
that pick
Mm-mm.
'em.
Yeah,
But
we
do
were
you
right.
wonder if
That was a
questions are still
wipeout.
gonna come?
Mm.
Like let's
Yes,
say the defense wins
because they're
us the
gonna
game.
because they think, oh yes, I think it's gonna come even more furious because they're gonna be like, well, damn, it's really showing a rear's head because they're gonna be like, well, they're gonna think Dallas, Buffalo, and the Ravens defense is better, right? And they're gonna say, well, they got complementary offenses to go with those defenses, so they're gonna automatically think it's gonna be a struggle if he can barely get past the Jets. That's what they're gonna be saying. So it's got to be a bigger win per se, like Redskin type game for them to kind of, have a little bit more confidence going into the final 3 weeks. Because if it don't, or if we end up on the other side of the scoreboard like Monday's game, then it's just all bets are off at that point as far as the way the people gonna be treating them. So it's like you can't even afford to even come close to losing, because the criticism is gonna be real heavy.
But what do you think that monkey will be on his back? Because you can't blame Flores no more. He's gone. Mike McDaniel is giving you
You can't.
everything you want, including a Tyreek Hill. So
Right,
I
you
just
can't
want.
blame Flores at this point. Yeah, it's beyond the Flores reach. This last 2 seasons became beyond the Flores reach. You know,
Well,
because last
people
year
said last year
he played
it
the
was
whole
his
month of
health.
December last year, and
Right, it
last
was
year
his
he
health.
missed. His health was more like okay, but he didn't miss until the final 2 games of the season. But those games were in January when he missed those last 2 games.
And by the way, I just want to point this out to everybody. They even with
Yeah.
the crappiest, even with the Walmart roster, Brian Flores has more December wins.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what I don't like about what they call themselves
Right.
Tuanon. They
Yeah,
hate
he
Brian
does.
Flores, but they take the wins from the Brian Flores era when we all know that was a lot to do with the defense more than the offense at
When they're
that time.
combining,
So,
yeah, they'll say Tua is 24-12. Let's say that's what he was before McDaniel got here or whatever. They said, well, look at that. He has a win. He has twice as many wins as losses. But they didn't realize that all of those wins did come with Flores as his head coach. You know, so it goes hand in hand. If they said, well, Tua, Flores can't win without Tua, well, Mike McDaniel just proved the same thing all last season, that he can't win without the same quarterback. So what will be the argument? You just proved to me now 2 coaches can't win without Tua. So what's so special about one coach or the other? Both of them can't lose without the other. You know, that's all you
So
prove it. Now 2 coaches can't win without him.
real quick, I forgot the Monday night game.
It's a
The
doubleheader.
Eagle, yeah.
No,
No,
yeah,
because
that's right.
the Baltimore was a Sunday night. I
Eagles and
forgot the Monday night. So I'm gonna go. I'm going with the Eagles. You?
I'll concur in that one for them to bounce back, because them and the Chiefs, the 2 teams in the Super Bowl, to win back-to-back weeks in the same, the same part of the year. I don't even know that's the first time happened. 2 teams in the Super Bowl that was in the Super Bowl the previous year lost 2 straight games in the same weeks the following year. I want to say that's the first time that's happened. So I think both teams are going to get back on track this week. I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
I differ here. They playing in the 12th man, right? Who's the quarterback right now for Seattle? Gino?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He participates for them.
Well,
Yes.
the only reason why I'm saying this because I watched the Eagles, and after they beat us, they don't look as dominant. They a lot of they guys are getting burnt slate because you got what DJ Metcalf for the Seahawks, right? I think that's a matchup nightmare for any team. What he can do, runs like a Giselle and and is built like an Adonis, So I just think the tush pushing and all of the home cooking of that Philadelphia stadium. I don't know if it's traveling the way that it did last year. Last year they looked dominant. This year they look beatable. From what I saw, I watched their game the other. That defense is not as good. I don't know if they got some injuries going on, but it seems like it's the guy
Well,
Reddick,
they do.
number 7.
They're just as banged up. They linebackers and linemen are in and out of the lineup. They got some issues on injuries on defense side, like we had on offense. But yeah, they've been nicked up. They had a gauntlet of a schedule. They last 5 games came against all playoff teams. Like
Yeah,
now,
I
this would
was
be
just
six
I
six
was
games in a row
surprised
for them that they played.
what Buffalo was able to do against them at home. You know,
I
even
don't
though
know.
they
I'm not
won it.
surprised. But Buffalo's got a new offensive coordinator too. They changing the way they play calling though.
Yeah, they giving the ball
But
to
Buffalo's
Cook.
always been capable of putting up points. They put up 48 against us. So I'm
Well,
not
hell, shit.
surprised.
They only put like what they didn't do too well against the Chiefs defense.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
The Chiefs defense is real good. It's better than the Eagles defense though. The Chiefs got a legitimate defense. You know, they capable of holding people down. But I'm just saying, as
I
far as
got
Philly defense is a little banged up, you know, so you able to get enough numbers on them. They were more healthier in our game than they were in the, you know, in the last 4-5 weeks. That's why I'm not surprised. Buffalo is capable of offensive explosions if they get enough momentum.
let me start playing. I'm going with the Eagles. I tried to talk myself into that. I'm going with Jalen Hurts in that team. I'm going with the Eagles.
Okay.
So Shake Money's got the 12th man.
No, thank you.
Oh, okay.
All right, and then
So Gino it is for Shake
that
Money.
wraps it up. So that wraps up another episode. Hey, we had a good
It
lengthy
does.
episode.
Yeah, good time. I enjoyed every minute of it. You
Oh
know,
yeah, me too.
discussing how I'm going to always be comforting Shake Money because the Gators are, you know, they become the iguanas of Florida.
Yeah.
So, you know, you got to comfort the
Yeah.
iguanas every now and then.
Yeah, and
You know,
I gotta comfort crypto. That everybody Florida State is constantly winning in that Hard Rock Stadium. So
Shake, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but Miami getting a lot of the FSU commitments to flip. Mario is on a warpath. They got a guy.
Mario
oh, they trying to get
Cristobal.
them to
Mario
flip?
Cristobal is
No.
a Cuban Willie Taggart.
Oh God. Wow.
That's hard. Apologize for that. Come on now.
Rudy, you got it. I'm giving you
That's all
4
that
seconds
is.
to retract that statement, Shake.
I apologize
I'm
for
gonna give
nothing.
you 4 seconds.
but it looks like Miami's gonna get that quarterback that they need, and I just think
I hope
and
so.
I know
I hope so.
what I think Mario has done is what I wanted the Dolphins to do, even though their record didn't reflect. You got to spend some significant time in the trenches. Like I get getting guys with names that we know, or in college, the 5 stars, the 4 stars, right? People forget when that 2001 team, that is arguably the greatest college football team ever. There wasn't a lot of 4 stars on that team because remember, Miami went through that probation period, which what was my guy Butch Davis, right? And he went in there and he found the loophole in the system by not giving them football scholarships but getting them track scholarships. So a lot of those guys.
That's the thing, Nene.
Right. Just give a little history that you don't need.
Yeah, that's how Santana Moss
right,
became a
right.
Santana Moss for the
They
all
didn't
them
give him
track
a
guys.
football scholarship. They gave him a track.
Them track
so
scholarships.
Here's the thing, though. Those guys were not all 5-star, 4-star, recruits. So it's the same thing. I feel like in the NFL perspective, you don't always have to get these top picks because a lot of those guys are just what they are.
Think about it. Ed Reed was like a 2-star.
Right. Somewhere from Louisiana that nobody really heard of him. He's probably one of the most best safeties of our time, people, wherever you want to place him. But my point is this: you have to address 2 things to be a great football team. From what I know, you got to have a culture. Like, what is your identity? What is this team, right? And then you have to develop. You have to develop those trenches because what we see is what's happening currently to the Miami Dolphins. Once that first line of defense breaks down, it doesn't matter how much speed you got.
Right.
See, look, at the end of the day, college, you could out physical. Like I said, that's why 2 things I say: strength of schedule, and is a college thing because when you play certain college teams, if you have more talent than they do, it doesn't matter what you could out physical them. But once the talent level gets neck and neck, can your coaching scheme? It's then it comes to coaching scheme. Then it becomes a chess
It's
match.
more of a chess match. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
look, I'm gonna say this right now. I know it may seem like I hate the Canes, and I will want nothing more to do than to see them lose every week. And it comes that way because it is that way. But so anyway.
I was going to ask this.
Yeah. I'm just saying about building a team when you're talking about football. You got to build that offensive defensive line. You have to, and you can scheme all day, but once you start getting in the the deeper part of your schedule,
I understand. But I'm saying though, here's the thing though, and I agree with you. But this is where the only pushback I have is eventually you're gonna run into a team with the same strength of when you got two trenches that are just as strong. That's where the scheme comes in, because at the end of the day, if your trench is just as strong as his trench, then that's where the mental aspect needs to come in to it as well.
Well, I agree with that. For me, one of the pushbacks I have on Greer, and he's doing it again, is whenever we mess up, he finds a name that everybody knows, and now we signed this person, and now all is forgiven.
It's just like, look, I said this, jokingly, but and I'm serious. It's like Ross. This is Ross's, and I mean this. This is Ross's side hustle. Okay, if he doesn't, his main money is in New York. This isn't his main money. This is not like Robert Kraft. This is not like the Rooneys or like some of these other NFL owners that this is their or Jerry Jones. This is their baby. This is their mainstay. Hell, this is their side money. So it's like, for instance, what happens when your side chick gets mad at you? You just give her shiny objects, and that's what Chris Greer's been doing. You know what? You're mad at me here. I'll give you a Tyreek Hill. You're mad at me. I'll give you a Jalen Ramsey. I'll give you the shiny guy. You know what I'm saying?
Bradley Chubb last year.
Yeah.
Bradley Chubb.
Something
was the one.
that's gonna put butts in the seats. And I ain't gonna lie, a lot of those names are not bad. Like, say what you want about Tyreek Hill or whatever happened, but to me, he is earning his money and everything that came with him. But what I am saying to you, when you develop your team that way and you just say that arrogantly enough, I could get bums off the street because that's how I take Greer's approach. I get somebody off the streets to be the offensive line. That don't matter. As long as I got a Tyreek Hill in the tour, we can do it. And now we spent hours, maybe not on the YouTube side, but hours on these Twitter spaces just talking about, the O-line is, the Leichenberg. And I'm like, y'all yelling at the wrong people. Who made the decision to bring these people in? That's who the problem is, especially when whoever asked that question to Greer, I want to give them flowers, because it was the moment where you can't add and take away from comments. Because now what people are doing is saying, he only saying this because he's going to do what Mike McDaniel wants him to do. I don't get that. I know a lot of people like Mike McDaniel, but I would tell you this, what I feel about him. I think he was strategically hired for a couple of reasons. I think they knew him being a first-time coach, he's not going to push back and challenge and say no. He's just happy that he's a head coach. So, and I seen that in the military, right?
For sometimes the most part,
they will put the youngest NCO in charge because they know they can influence and manipulate them to run it the way they want them to. It's not going to be a challenge. It's not going to be, I got experience if I've been a head coach for, outside of the Flores personality, but someone that's been there, done that, they can go up to Greer and say, no, we're not going to do it that way because that doesn't work, and say it with confidence versus a Mike McDaniel. All right, buddy. Okay, whatever you want to do, we're going to do it. And you know what? That don't always work. I've seen it. I've seen it where these guys put these inexperienced, and I hate how I'm going to say it, yes men in these leadership positions, and then when it falls apart, then they try to find the older leaders and be like, okay, what we do? How do we fix it? Because no, don't come to me now. But I'm not going to keep the show going. I just had to vent on that because I don't like it when everybody is fighting. At this point, I think I'm out of the discussion of the offensive line because you're arguing with the wrong people. Why are we arguing with fans about Liam Eichenberg? We don't make no decisions.
That's
to
why I'm
keep
always
him.
jabbing him at every turn. I come in there and ask about his contract, ask about his PFF grade and key situations and downs. I'm telling you, I'm having fun with it, jabbing back at him with this Eichenberg blame. I love it.
Oh yeah,
they real hypocritical
and I brought up
with
today on Larry K's channel, right? I said, dude, if you would have told me at the beginning of the season that one, we'll be 9-4, and two, we'll be depressed because Liam Eichenberg is injured, I'll be like, you are crazy. Can you imagine that?
I mean,
everybody, the same guy that everybody wanted gone. Now everybody's like, oh man, is nervous now because Liam Eichenberg is injured. Ain't that some shit?
That that's the good side of the coin that you bring up. Despite all of the debates, if you said we were in head of the AFCs in December, Tua's healthy, we have the majority of the schedule at home. We basically still control our destiny. I would have been like, you know what? In December, I'm happy with that. Not barely 500 team that is on the downslope. So I mean, it's always two sides of the coin. I respect that, Shay. I really do.
I'll take it though, man. You know what I mean? Like you said, I'll take it. I'm not crying. But but the more so thing is I'm finding out how everybody wanted Eichenberg gone. Now they're nervous that he's injured. That's how much of a player, a good player that Eichenberg has become. Max.
Right. Max Headroom.
Flash already done went to sleep, man.
Right. Max Headroom.
So
TV
anyway,
show.
With that being said, any final thoughts before we head out, Nene? It's been a good episode.
Well, I can't lie. I didn't really know what to expect when I got invited for the platform. As you know, Shay, crypto, I don't know if you know, but I've been pretty ill, for a while. My motivation was passing all my classes with high marks, but to have this platform to take my mind off of school and talk some football, without all the cursing and the screaming and just having a good moment with Dolphins talk and other teams. I definitely appreciate the invite. I hope I can get one again. And I hope the people that listen to the show enjoyed the show because I think it was a good show. It was a very good experience for me. And you guys have become extended family over a short period of time. I appreciate you both, Crypto, Shake, and my brother Lewis, that I'm sure he had to go night because he got to go to work tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah, but hey, like I said though, the thing about
I only got 2 hours left of my workday.
We got some more. This Saturday we're gonna be recording an episode. Me and Crypto. We're gonna be talking about what everybody says the NFC East least, the NFC West. NFC is the weakest conference, but I'm gonna give you as I look at the league as I look at the league, right? And right now, am I looking at the league? The top 10. If you look at if you do record wise, the top 10 teams of the NFL right now, most of them are NFC teams. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you got San Francisco, Dallas, Philly. All they have 3 losses. Baltimore is the only one with 3 on the AFC with the 3 loss.
Right. So
And after
only one
that,
of our top teams is a 3-loss team. Yeah.
So
The
we're
combined
gonna dive
records,
deeper
yeah.
into that. We're gonna
Interconference
dive
records,
deeper
yeah.
into that.
We're
So
gonna do a deep dive, yeah. Because they just throw the blanket statement out there. Oh, this team's trash. This team's trash. That conference bad. That division's bad. Because they look at one division, right, and they assign it to the whole conference, and not realizing that the AFC team also has its division that has a bunch of losses in it. You know, the
and
Jacksonville
we're
Jaguars division one time was
basically
bad.
we're gonna not only are we gonna talk about the division, but we're gonna talk about the conference as a whole, throughout the years. Who has the most Super Bowls, and things like that. So we're gonna be doing that series, and also coming soon after the off season, we're gonna look at every coach in the NFL. Who was their best hire? How many coaches every team had in the NFL overall? Who was their best hire? Who was their worst hire? Crypto and I, we're gonna have some exciting things to keep you entertained on the off season. So stay tuned
Yep.
to
Stay tuned.
Insomnia. So with that being said,
I'll say this, Shake
fins up.
Money. Before you go,
Yeah,
Shake, I was gonna say, can you hear me? I was gonna say
yeah,
before
yeah,
you
yeah.
go, I was gonna say a question, everybody, for those who may be up at this hour,
Oh yeah,
and
and the
still
question of the day.
watching.
That's what's up. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the question of the day: um, Are we cursed at Hard Rock? And the reason why I say this, the Miami Miracle happened at Hard Rock in our favor a couple of years ago, but it happened against us on Monday in favor of the Titans, right? But
Mm-hmm.
also, it didn't only happen at the NFL level. In that same building, a monumental collapse happened against your beloved Hurricanes. With failing to get the Hail Mary pass and the debacle that happened, in that game, you know, on 3rd and long or whatever it was at the time, the down and distance. But there's been some strange, eerie things happen inside of that building as of recently. So
Hey,
are we starting to
Florida
have a
won a
curse
national
inside of
championship in
Hard
that
Rock?
building. You hear me?
And Florida,
Florida won.
yeah.
We won. We beat Oklahoma. But you know what? You know what? You want to hear some irony?
Mm-hmm.
I got some
Yeah, go.
irony. They say that, and TD looked this up, that was the Hard Rock was indeed on an Indian burial ground, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And the Marlins
That's
won
been
2 World
said.
Series in that stadium. Okay, and the
Yes.
first team they beat, right now, keep in mind it's on an Indian burial ground. The first team they beat was the Cleveland Indians.
Was the Cleveland Indians, right? Oh God. You're right. Right. Literally burying the Indians and for their first World Series, right? Wow. That's crazy. The symbolism is all over when it comes to the Hard Rock. I don't know, man. It's some crazy stuff. We almost can forecast. With that being said, we can almost forecast what's to come, maybe in our
Oh,
favor or against us, whichever
and
side of
think
the
about this.
spectrum we fall on.
Where did and think about this. Uh, Jalen Phillips ruptured his Achilles in the same field that Joe Theismann broke his leg,
Mm,
and RG3 and Alex Smith.
mm. Yeah, you said
Do you
Eric
think that's
Smith.
haunted?
Right.
Now
Mm.
y'all know how I feel about all that y'all talking about. We just had some
Yeah.
bad coaching regimes and some bad luck. It ain't no curse.
Okay. I'm just saying. I just want to put it out there. Bad coaching regimes could be the curse.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that was an assignment from the universe. We
Well,
were assigned that.
I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end the show with this. With a quote from Red Foreman from that '70s show. Okay, y'all watch that '70s show?
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I used to watch it.
I couldn't get into it, but I know what it is.
But yeah.
All right. So the son, Eric Foreman, told his dad, "Dad, why do I have such bad luck?" And Foreman said, "Son, you don't have bad luck. The reason bad things are happening is because you're a dumbass." With that being said, good night. Fins up.
Good night.
I mean, good morning or good morning, depending what